Am I on Kanye West's side? Is that what I'm saying? No, not necessarily. However, I had no idea about this.
One of his most scandalous routines included a story about how he was babysitting his friend's child, and the baby he was teething began sucking on his finger, but good, he said. I don't want to F this baby, but he's asking for it, he said, adding that he doesn't want to have, sex with any babies, but if he did, he would choose that one.
Are you dating a black woman?
No.
No, he dates Carly Aquilino. I didn't know that. I'm not in the relationship. That's Angela.
She yells at me like a black woman.
Wow, I wonder what Donda would think if she heard that joke.
Now, some people still want to think that child is some 16, 17-year-old girl who's a juvenile dressed up and looks like she's 25.
And the baby he was teething began sucking on his finger, but good, he said.
And we confirmed that he focused on children as young as 5 to 6 years of age.
But good, he said.
Fill the room with the juice. That's a lot of loot. That bit fire. Yeah, she kinda cute.
These are my confessions, man. I'm throwed and I don't know what to do. I swear I gotta keep part 2 of my man. Welcome back to the channel. If you are brand new here, hello. My name is Pearl. If you're not brand new here, welcome back. If you can't already tell, I'm not prepared. Clearly, I have a hat on. I just got my nails done. Let me know what y'all think about my nails. And yeah, I just wasn't planning on filming today. I was kind of trying to hold out. I was like, let me hold off. Let me wait for my new laptop. Come back with some different content, different style. And obviously, you guys have been patiently waiting for my video on Kanye West, and I have not done anything with that video at all. If anything, I've been waiting for my new laptop and kind of deteriorating and just kind of not, I don't want to talk about it. I'm gonna be honest, I don't want to talk about Kanye. I want to come with a very thorough video. However, the information that I just received has me very annoyed. Past the point of the annoyedness that I was at prior. So obviously, I'm going to speak about Kanye in a very different way, at least in my mind. I feel like I'm going to speak about him in a different way compared to other people due to the fact that we do have the same disorder. So I see things very differently. Am I on Kanye West's side? Is that what I'm saying? No, not necessarily. However, I think the whole picking and choosing of sides doesn't make sense anyway because we are humans. Therefore, we are going to make mistakes and we are going to have the functionality and the complexity for us to make the decision of, hey, is this a bad person even though they got a DUI? Or is this a bad person even though they beat the out of Rihanna? You know what I'm saying? There's this discernment that I feel like we need to talk about. So there's a reason why I started with Usher. These are my confessions. My hair is a hot mess. I need to wash it and everything, child. Anyways, there was a time when Usher was it, right? He was number one. He was the one that everyone loved, wanted to be. Who's Chris Brown? I don't even remember. Usher. There was a time that it was like that, right? And that time has definitely come and gone, right? The reason I say this is because there are people who will sit here and say right now, oh, I love Usher, but man, he has herpes. Like he got an STD. He got the worst STD out there. Completely bringing that up to deteriorate from his talent, from who he is as a person, a human being, a father, so many other aspects other than just his diagnosis. And it's the same that I'm seeing here with Kanye. And let me explain to you why this is so bothersome to me, right? So Chris Brown is not diagnosed with anything that is in the realms of a diagnosis that gives him wife beater on it, right? Or domestic violent disorder, right? There's nothing that you can really pin towards that. So it's interesting how you can forgive that aspect of Chris Brown, and obviously not every single person is doing that. However, there are people who do see Chris Brown as an amazing performer, regardless of what he's done negatively in his past, whether that was beating Rihanna, not having, children with her, whatever have you. I don't understand how we're not seeing that in the same light when it comes with Pete and Kanye. And I don't want to bring race into the reason why that is, because I don't know if that's it or it is the ignorance that surrounds honestly, depression and bipolar disorder. There's just a lot of people out there that know about it, but don't care to really analyze and understand it. So that's one thing I just really have to bring to the forefront, because the whole let's hype Pete up forever and Pete does no wrong and Pete is great is really weird to me. And it's giving me very much, no matter what Kim does, we're going to praise and kiss the bottom of her feet no matter what. And I don't really understand that. And again, I get it. She's famous, she's pretty, she's this, she's that, and I can understand the influence there. But at the same token, she is a human being, right? Okay. So she's gonna make mistakes just like the rest of us. Let's talk about what has now surfaced about Pete Davidson. So Pete Davidson has resurfaced content that downgrades Black women. I had a clip here.
Are you dating a black woman?
No.
No, he dates Carly Aquilino. I didn't know that. I'm not in the relationship. That's Angelina.
She yells at me like a black woman.
No.
What is that supposed to mean?
Oh, God.
No, how do black women yell?
Not only is that just degrading and not funny, again, it's not really my joke to get right, is it? Definitely not. But I just, obviously it's gonna rub me the wrong way. But I think for me, it's more so of me thinking, wow, I wonder what Donda would think if she heard that joke, right? You know, like the grandmother of kids, the only Black woman that your kids are really connected to. I wonder how she would feel hearing that joke with the potential new father of her grandchildren. That's what comes into my mind. Then he says another joke that, again, I had no idea about this.
One of his most scandalous routines included a story about how he was babysitting his friend's child, and the baby he was teething began sucking on his finger, but good, he said. I don't want to F this baby, but he's asking for it, he said. Adding that he doesn't want to have, sex with any babies, but if he did, he would choose that one.
Something along the lines of, this baby is, really sucking the pacifier or the bottle, whatever the item is. That's besides the point. But the joke that he stated was around, well, I wish this baby wasn't sucking it so good, because this would be the baby that I would choose to do said sucking, right? Again, regardless, what you're doing is you're bringing sexuality into a very innocent situation, which is just a child trying to feed and, survive, because they literally need somebody to feed them. But of course, that sucking, that again is a human reflux, whether that's their thumb, pacifier, nipple, whatever it is a human reflex function that we all go through. So to correlate that with something sexual and then bring it and tie it into CP, I'm not really understanding why that's just so funny. You know what I mean? And I could sit here and say CP is gross all day. I could sit here and say, we need to, I don't know, build a petition and get Pete removed off of SNL. Whatever the outrage is, the cancellation that would come from, the outrage that will come from this resurfacing. Regardless of that, let's get a little deeper. Because the thing is there are literally legit people who don't joke about it. They are serious. They actually want to do that with a child. And not a child, but a baby. An actual baby. So the reason that I say this is because what I was going to do today was really strip what Kanye said, right? So going through his outrage and his rant, whatever you want to call it, that he came out with against Pete and Kim yesterday on Instagram. I really wanted to focus on that. But I think that's for another video. And if you do want that video, definitely let me know. But for this, I think we need to pivot and really focus on why this is so unbelievably annoying to me, because it's nothing to joke about at all. Even in the standpoint of a comedian, I just don't think anything about it is funny. I don't even think it's like one of those things that's like, oh, it's taboo, or, it's one of those jokes that's just untouchable or whatever. No, I just don't think it's funny at all, because there's too much trauma behind it for me personally to see it as some kind of joke. But I think when we watch this video that we're gonna watch here shortly, it will kind of give you more of a whoa instead of the oh that most people do when they come across somebody who said a little funny joke about CP. Like, it's just so funny. Nothing about it is funny. It's absolutely disgusting to me that we live in a world that people want to either normalize this or make this desensitized in some way. I'm sick of it and I'm tired of it. I've even thought about, before even filming, should I say CP or should I actually just say the exact, like the whole thing? And I hate that I feel censored because I don't want to censor myself. I really don't. Anyways, let's hop in here. I don't want to say too much because we're definitely not going to watch this entire video. Maybe just a couple clips, but I just want you to just hear what this man is saying and explain to me where and how we are supposed to extract funny from this. That's what I really want to put in the forefront of this video today.
Pornography. These are deviant people looking at
Deviant.
very obscene materials.
Now, some people still want to think that child pornography is some 16, 17-year-old girl who's a juvenile dressed up and looks like she's 25. Nothing could be further from the truth. In fact, these folks were looking at images of children being sexually abused or in sexually provocative states as young as in diapers. Did you hear what I just said? Children being sexually abused.
That are as
Diapers.
young as being in diapers.
Seriously.
And these folks are collecting those images. So how about Kevin Hairston? He's 28 years of age. He did work at Nick and Mo's. And I know neither Nick or Mo is happy about this. He's charged with 10 counts of child porn. And we confirmed that he focused on children as young as 5 to 6 years of age. Did you hear what I said?
Did you hear?
This is a child, a baby.
A baby.
Literally. We caught him with 10 counts. Or how about...
So I know there's going to be people who still will be like, okay, well, Pete just said a joke. It's just a joke. So regardless, Kanye's the crazy one. Kanye's wrong. Imagine the children that you have is involved with a man that is joking about this. And not what he said previously. Not the 16, 17. No. We're talking about a baby. We're talking about a child. I'm trying to get the joke. I'm trying to laugh with you guys. Where and how do we get to a point of laughter with that? I don't get it. And honestly, it's unforgivable for me. I'm sorry. It's unforgivable. Kanye can do all kinds of crazy stuff, from going to the mental hospital, from ranting on Instagram, hopping on Twitter, whatever the man wants to do. At least he's not joking about the sucking of a baby in any sexual manner. Say what you want to say. Maybe they will agree on the black woman joke, right? But this right here, it's unforgivable. And that's a lot. That's a lot to say. As somebody who is a black woman, that obviously ties to that joke more, right? I can forgive that, Pete. I actually can forgive. I can absolutely forgive that. Like, you know what? Fair. Black women yell. Black women are more aggressive. Black people like to fight. Whatever you want to say, fair. I'll take that. But this, I'm sorry. I cannot be for anyone that jokes about this. I just can't. Because I know what it's like to be that innocent and have it completely stripped and taken away from you before your very eyes. And then you don't even realize until so much more later. So many years have passed before you even realize. So I'm showing you guys this because of how absolutely real this is.
Saunders.
This is real.
He's 21.
Literally 21, 16. Like, we're not talking about a 40-year-old that is interested in an 18-year-old. We're not even talking about that. We're talking about people that are literally in your age bracket, whether that's from 20 to 30, from 30 to 40, from even 15 to 25. We're talking about that, all of those people wanting to sexually exploit babies. Not CP, BP, okay? Babies. They're not even children. They're not even children. And the reason that I feel the need to harp on this is because your joke was centered around a baby. It was centered around a child, a baby, a fetus. I don't even want to say fetus, but a little human that needs to use that reflux to eat. And you're putting that in with something sexual? And what, I'm supposed to just overlook that because Kim Kardashian wants you? Kim Kardashian? Kim Kardashian. What? With these beautiful children, Chicago, North, with these gorgeous children. Scary. So scary. So scary. I would be absolutely in flames, fuming if I was Kanye. Mental illness or not. Mental illness or not. Because what are we joking about here? Literally every single person that I've seen talk about Kanye West has talked about him in a way that I can tell they have no idea what it's like to go from sane, no mental illness, from boom, 2016, married, to boom, 2 years later, diagnosed with bipolar disorder 1. The years that are just rolling down, you guys won't be able to even sit back and look at until that person's life is gone. That's really what it's going to be. The aspect that I'm trying to focus on here is the fact that, yes, Kanye is out there. Yes, Kanye does things that are very questionable, but that is also due to something that is absolutely uncontrollable. It just is. So the controllability of saying a joke that involves something so serious is way more controllable. It's way more controllable than Kanye's emotions and moods. Abso-freaking-lutely. So with that being said, explain to me how I'm supposed to get over this. Explain to me how I'm supposed to just, oh, it's just a joke. Explain to me how I'm supposed to do that. Because this is the territory of unforgivable for me. For me. I know there's some people out there that are like, hey, you got to forgive everything, and that's great on you. But for me, we've hit an unforgivable territory. Because no, nothing about that is funny. And I don't necessarily appreciate anyone thinking that that would be funny due to the PTSD and trauma that that person will go through no matter what. No matter what age. No matter, they could literally be a baby and still have things seeped into them that they don't even realize they have. They don't even get it. They're like, I don't know why. I just feel so worthless. I just feel so disgusting. And they don't know why. And then they'll have their regression periods and they'll start remembering things. They may even have these dreams. I mean, it's insane to me how many years I've looked up this just because of how neglected it is within the Black community. People don't even talk about it. It's very much get over it. You know, things happen. It is what it is. And I hate that. And I absolutely hate that because it's absolutely tarnished me for my entire life. I will always have a very uncomfortable connection and relationship with sex due to things like this. Because I did not know that Pete said these kind of things. I had no idea that that was a resurfaced joke that he thinks is just so funny. Obviously, this joke did not take him to the stars, but it's just, I'm so sick of seeing people getting praised for things that are just so beyond unforgivable. I just don't get it. It's the same with Chris Brown. Chris Brown did a very unforgivable thing to Rihanna. Yet you guys have absolutely most likely forgiven him and continue to dance and gyrate at the club no matter what. So I'm trying to understand, where is that same notion for Kanye? And is it because so many people don't understand mental illness? Is that what it is? I don't even think this man knows how much he's gonna have to go through to, one, revamp and re-energize, because he is gonna be a different person from what he was all those years ago. Point blank period, you can't tell me he's not. Because he was diagnosed in a relationship, and now he's going to have to live diagnosed without that relationship. And that is going to be a toll on Kanye and really any single person. I can ramble and ramble and ramble on. Let's continue listening to a couple of the people that absolutely have no idea why this is an issue, right? It's pretty disturbing.
We go back and do a forensic on all of your electronic devices and throughout his conversation with us. Understand that when we tell you he was happy to talk to us. He bragged and talked and confessed. He's 21. He had 2 counts of child porn that we've charged him with and 1 count of promotion. He was happy to talk to us. He bragged and talked and confessed. And what's interesting, he didn't seem to understand that this was a very deviant thing that he was doing.
Boom.
Throughout his conversation with us. What? Understand that when we tell you they're charged with this many counts, that's only initially. We go back and do a forensic on all of your electronic devices and come back and file additional charges if we find additional child pornography or child obscenity. And it's rare when we don't find additional child pornography.
Rare.
How about Felipe Ortez? 6 counts of child porn. And then there's Jin Chai Chin. He's 40 years of age. He worked at the Lucky Walk. His family owned that. 132 counts of child porn. And I can tell you, his family was mortified and worked with us completely whenever we did this investigation.
Can you imagine?
But there's an outstanding warrant for him. You know why? Because he's currently over in China. He's not in the country at this moment in time.
Of course he's not.
If he comes back, he will be arrested. If he does not come back, we will work with the Chinese authorities to deal with him over there. They'll probably be more than happy to extradite him to us. In addition to the 132 counts of child porn, in addition to that, he had baby sex toys. Did you hear that? This is disgusting. His family thinks it's disgusting.
Baby, stop. We're pausing right there because we cannot go on after that. I will link this entire video down in the description if you want to watch it yourself. I'm not going to watch the entire 20 minutes. It's extremely disgusting. And it's just not something that you want to know, but it's something you need to know. And the fact that this video literally only has 232,000 views, mind-boggling. It should have over 200 million. It should have so many views. I don't even know how else to explain how many views it should have. It should have so many views. It really, really should. And the fact that it doesn't, the fact that this doesn't have as many views as the regular random who cares about these pop stars dropping their songs and getting like over 6 million views in a couple hours. The fact that this is so low in views, it just bothers me, dude. It bothers me because I feel like we're getting to the point where things are becoming so desensitized to where people are like, oh yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, it sucks. And then they just keep on moving because it's just, it's the situation people just don't want to look at. They're just like, let's not talk about that. Like, I don't really know. That's, those people are, I don't know, you know what I mean? And it's very much like, dude, the more that people just joke about it and have this forefront of people that are on the pinnacle of the Kim Kardashians. I hate to even say that Pete is on that level now, but yeah, Pete and Kim, like, the fact that is even being normalized as like a joke and like, haha, because I know there's going to be people that are like, oh my God, Pete, like, he's so raunchy, and tie it into that Shane Dawson era vibe. I'm not here for any of it. Point blank period. I don't care what happened with Kanye and Kim. Not here for it at all whatsoever. And I think that alone should already have, I mean, if a red flag isn't just as a mother, hey, I'm not a mom. I can't tell you how to parent, but if that is something you're just like, okay, well, it was a joke. I'm still gonna be with him. That's a little scary. That's a little scary. And I'm sorry, but that's unforgivable for me. I don't know about y'all. Y'all let me know y'all's thoughts down freaking below. I'm going to eat my dinner. I got a snappy salad because I need to start eating better. And I'm going to edit this video and get out of here. Let me know what you think. Again, if you want that video of me just talking about Kanye West's rant, prayer, whatever, let me know. We'll definitely do a separate video on that if it's wanted. Other than that, I'm out of here and I'm just annoyed and disgusted. Like, what? And y'all are really trying to sit over here and put Pete higher than Kanye? Listen, Kanye has done some things, but I don't think so. Like, what has Kanye done that's unforgivable? Can y'all make a list down there for me? Because I'm trying to think. I'm trying to compare and contrast, and it's very hard for me to pull things that are unforgivable from Kanye, other than just like, you know, really erratic things. But other than that, I don't think Kanye's trying to suck on some kids or joke about it. I don't think that that's even. So y'all let me know. Y'all let me know, because my entire original video on Kanye has completely changed now. It's completely changed. I now have to redo it because Pete. And you guys are praising him. You guys are praising him because he got Kim Kardashian. Hey. I'm so sorry. What? A CP joke? Ooh, bye. You've lost all respect. But bye-bye. Bye-bye. I will see y'all later. Because, what? Sir, I'm so mad I forgot to take my makeup off. Huh? What mask? Because I forgot.
Putting out the coupe in the lot, 12 for a SWAT, busting all the bells out the box, hit the lick.